I am the managing editor of the Mormon Review, which is Richard's brainchild and with which he continues to be involved. The Mormon Review, I'll give it a plug here, is Richard's vision of Mormon scholars looking outside and beyond our own immediate cultural neighborhood and developing a body of Mormon response to and criticism of cultural objects created by non-Mormons. So we've published things on C.S. Lewis, we've published things on Robert Orsi, who's a prominent sociologist of religion. We've published things on in philosophy and literature and film. And I think in that sense, it's characteristic of Richard's kind of lifelong project of going outside and beyond traditional disciplinary boundaries. While he's a master of his own discipline, of course, he's never let that limit his intellectual curiosity, and it's never a sort of disciplinarity or periodization has never limited the people that he reaches out to and brings into his circle. I'm sure that I am representative of a number of folks who, in the larger scheme of things, and pretty much nobody. There's really no reason why Richard Bushman should be interested in me. I am not a historian. I've never worked under him as a student or as a colleague. But we were brought together, and with his great generosity and warmth, he reached out to me and brought me into a project, saw a way that I could be involved in the work that he does, and brought me in with that characteristic generosity of spirit that he and Claudia always demonstrate. I've been blessed to know him through Mormon Review, also a bit through his connection with my parents in Southern California. He is my ultimate expert on all things Mormon history. I couldn't live without my rough stone rolling. I flip through it to brush up on anything that I need. And it is truly an honor to be here to honor him.
Hi, my name is Reed Nielsen from the Church History Department. It's marvelous to be here to celebrate Richard Bushman's legacy today. I've been a big fan of Richard for many, many years, and as I woke up this morning, thought about his legacy and about the end of an era today, with him no longer in academia formally as a professor at either Columbia or Delaware or Boston University, or most recently Claremont Graduate University, realizing that other students like myself won't have that opportunity again to sit with him and learn at his feet. Got to know him really well as a student there the summer that I did the summer seminar with him. I did a paper on Joseph Smith and his thought. And then Jed Woodworth and I had the choice opportunity to work very closely with Richard as we edited a collection of his essays that were published with Columbia University Press entitled Believing History, which I think really encapsulates his thought on how to do Mormon history. I think what I appreciate most about Richard is his ability to fuse his faith with his scholarship, and I see him as a model of how to do that so well, and I'm so grateful for him.
I'm Claudia Bushman. I occupy a privileged position at this conference. I don't have to do much, but I am related to the person who is being honored. And as to his legacy, I would say, well, of course we could talk in many directions, but I would like to mention what I think is his gift to the young scholars of the church. So many of them have been through his summer seminar where they learned new ways of dealing with Mormon scriptures and history, where they have learned, had the opportunity to get to know each other well, and now I see them occupying positions of importance, and I'll see it even more in the future. I think that may be one of the biggest things, among other huge things that he has accomplished.
I'm Richard Bushman. I'm a emeritus professor from Columbia University and recently retired as visiting professor at Claremont Graduate University. And this has been a thrilling and exhilarating day for me. There have been some comments made about me personally, which have been very gratifying. But what thrills me most is the quality of this new generation of scholars who are rising, which have been my special interest for the last 20 years or so. There was one paper about my own work. There's only been one that I know of. And that can be an excruciating moment, because if they don't get it quite right, you feel bad. If they overdo it, you feel bad. This guy was right on target, Stuart Parker, talking about my historiography, and he coined a phrase which I think is truly his, the hermeneutics of generosity. That is a way of interpreting historical documents that gives a break to the people who created them, gives them some priority in knowing more about what was going on than others who may doubt their words later. So I was very happy with that. Of course, it's thrilling to see people you haven't seen for years, that you've connected with. Long life, 80 years, many people passing. And here they come all in a bunch, and you get to say hello. So I'm absolutely thrilled. It's been a glorious day for me.